What is going on, Navy? We back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super Merno. You know what I'm saying? Bro pulled up on Universe 7, fighting against Whis, Beerus, and Champa. You know what I'm saying? Put baby girl Vados in another dimension and shit. he really like that. You know what I'm saying? He really like that. Yeah, got Ultra Instinct Beerus in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Which looks cool. But yeah, he got Ultra Instinct, but I feel like that's not gonna be enough. You feel me? And then we got a new fusion though. We have a new fusion. We didn't get to see it though, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Boo and Freeze it pop. Let me see. I just wanna make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, yeah, I'm on the right one there. Watching 2 today, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe, bro. 3K. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell. Follow me on Patreon, Twitch, and the account channels. Link in the description down below. Take beat, and of course, subscribe to Alex. Get bro to freaking 2 million. But anyway, let's dive about it. We're a month, like what? A month of some change away from Sparking Zero. Can't wait. I can't wait.
As our story continues with both Dende and Mr.
Y'all gonna see me
Popo
shooting that shit every
desperately
damn
trying
day,
to
bro.
make their way
Oh
inside the
my God.
hyperbolic
Might do a
time
dual
chamber,
stream.
and as they are, Dende
Twitch and
continues
YouTube.
to bang on the hyperbolic time chamber door as
Them
Dende
boys
goes on
can't
to
hear y'all,
shout,
bro.
"Is there anyone who can hear me? Goku! Anyone! Damn it! Why can't they hear me?" As Mr. Popo went on to respond, "Dende, please calm down." As Dende went on to continue, "Open the door! Merno is here! Somebody open the door!" "It's helpless," Dende says. "We can't get
It's
inside."
unfortunate.
And they've sealed themselves off from the outside world from within the chamber. What do we do? I guess there's only one thing left that we could try. I just hope it's not too late. As we only then venture inside the hyperbolic time chamber, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is shown battling against the newly formed fusion of Majin Buu and Frieza, and as he is, Goku went on to respond, "That's right, just like that. You almost got me. Now let's go. Let's try it again." And as soon as Majin Buu's
What am I looking
fusion
at?
is then shown attempting to attack Goku again, Goku proceeded to counter the attack by effortlessly dodging as Gohan went on to comment,
I forgot how I looked
"Buu's
at
fusion with
Budokai too,
Frieza is
low-key.
terrifying. His power is off the charts, but he can't do much if Dad just keeps dodging him and burning him out. He really is making us work out there." As Piccolo went on to respond, "I can't believe it either, but we have to continue to fight. Fighting Goku in here is almost like fighting an angel. The dodging, the power. If we can't get the better of Goku, then imagine how hard it's going to be to fight Merno. We have to push."
There's
And
levels to
continuing
this shit,
push
bro.
they do, because as
Ooh.
Boo's fusion is then shown attacking
Vesti
Goku,
got him
that's when
chokehold?
Goku went on to dodge by responding, "You're really something else. If I wasn't able to use this power, who knows what kind of damage you would have done." But then, out of nowhere, Primal Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta went on to grab Goku from behind in a chokehold
Got you,
by telling
bestie.
him, "And just
What you gonna
where
do now?"
the hell do you think you're going? I knew your Ultra Instinct had openings to exploit." As Goku went on to respond, "Vegeta," in which as Vegeta is then shown having to squeeze Goku's throat from behind and literally
Choke him
causing
out.
his entire body to shake, Vegeta had
Choke
then
him
known
out.
that he was seizing the opportunity in holding Goku in place, as Vegeta went on to then comment, "Your time of being the strongest is done. You feel that? That's exactly what I'm going to do to that rotten angel." And as Majin Buu's
Easier
fusion
said than
then
done,
went
fam.
on in absolute confusion, Vegeta went on to redirect his focus by yelling at
looks
the fusion
small
and
here,
telling
but
him,
before it looked
"Hey,
big."
what the hell
Pause.
are you looking at? Hurry up and attack him before he breaks free." And that's exactly what Majin Buu's fusion does, because as Buu then goes on the attack in striking Goku while he's vulnerable, Vegeta proceeded in making a valiant effort in holding Goku in place by
Right in the
commenting,
sternum.
"Don't stop punching him, you hear me? You'll need to also harden your body if you hope to keep up against that angel, Kakarot. And as long as I have you in my grip, you aren't going anywhere." And you can almost immediately tell that even Majin Buu's fusion here is not letting up by having to hold back any of his punches, as each strike to Goku's stomach could seemingly be felt as Majin Buu's fusion went on to utter, "Son, Goku! And Goku is shouting
Frieza.
in absolute agony. He can't do much
There go
with Vegeta
Frieza.
having to cling on to him as Goku went on to utter, damn it, no! With Goku being left with no other option outside of having to raise his battle power, and
bro
as
said,
he
"Get
did,
up off
Goku
me."
went on to channel enough power in having to blow away both Vegeta and Majin Buu's fusion, in which, as he did, Vegeta proceeded to balance himself out by stabilizing himself and responding, "Damn you, Kakarot! You and your Ultra Instinct." As Vegeta was sent flying back, Gohan was then shown having to fly forward, as Gohan felt as though he had something to prove, as he then went on to comment, "I'm not sitting this
he has a
out,
lot to
Dad.
prove."
Let's go. And as soon as Gohan proceeded to attack Goku, that's when Goku went on to duck underneath Gohan's punch by elbowing him in the stomach by responding, "Almost, Gohan, almost." But
this nigga not even Super Saiyan, not even his ultimate form. Nigga, what are you doing out here in base? What this nigga doing out here in base, bro? And I think he been in base this whole time. Gohan, go home, bro. Nigga, go be a scholar, bro. God damn, bro. Such a letdown, big dog. Let me stop, though. That's the old nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the old him. Damn, it still hurts seeing that shit, bro.
I need you to try harder. Fight
Facts.
harder. Remember what's on the line. Use this pain to grow. Use this anger to push you just like it once did before. Don't let this stop you. As he then proceeded to redirect his focus right back at Majin Buu's fusion, Goku did not go on to waste a single second by dashing at Majin Buu's fusion by telling him, "All right." Now with you, let's just see what your body is made of, if you can take what you can dish out. And as soon as Goku was then shown attacking him, Goku was also shown having to strike Buu's fusion with tremendous amounts of force by telling him, "If we are to stand a chance against Merno, then we need you to be at your absolute best, Buu. We need you to use this power to the best of your ability to help us win. Because anything else
Frieza not gonna like that, bro."
There against him, as Goku went on to uppercut Buu in the face, it was only during that moment where Vegeta went on to rejoin the fight and having to then tell Goku, "You should speak for yourself, Kakarot." And as soon as Goku then went on to turn his head, Vegeta then went on to respond to Goku by asking, "What's wrong? You look a little uncomfortable seeing me again. Surprised?" As the two then went on to lock in a test of strength, and seeing which one of them was in fact superior, Goku then went on to respond, "You're really something else, Vegeta. This form of yours, it's just not letting up, is it? My entire body is shaking from fighting you." As Vegeta went on to respond, "As it should. Once we're done destroying this angel, you and I have some unfinished business to settle. I haven't forgotten about you." With, of course, the two having to be shown intensely struggling, Goku proceeded to respond to Vegeta by telling him, "You've always been right there with me, Vegeta, every step of the way through.
You feel me?
Things are different now. We are different now, Vegeta. We've taken two very different paths to achieve two very different levels of power. And once Merno is defeated, we'll find out which one of us is the strongest." As Vegeta then went on to respond, "You're right about one thing, Kakarot. We did follow two different paths to get where we are, but my power comes from the core of who our people are. And there is no amount of angelic divinity that could extinguish the potential of a Saiyan. So you're on, Kakarot. Once he's out of the picture, you're next. Remember, Kakarot, this isn't over between us. I will show you who the strongest between us truly is in due time." As Goku responds, "And it will never be until one of us completely gives up. I will always be ready for you, Vegeta. Always have been." As Dende is still
bestie, I got you, bestie. Put them hands up.
In an act of desperation, Dende wanted to have Mr. Popo help him out in having to break the door down, as Dende went on to shout, "On my count, Mr. Popo. Don't worry about if we break this thing down. We just need to get inside. Now hurry! We don't have time." As over
really don't, cause what the hell are you doing to my niggas?
Beerus is shown having to lie down in a pool of his own blood, with Merno's foot having to be shown on top of his head, which
goddamn, not good. Hey, bro, get off my nigga, man.
As Merno went on to comment, "Look at you, Beerus. I warned you a long time ago, you disgusting animal. I told you what would happen once I found you. And now look. I could end your existence right now with one stomp to the head if I wanted to. But watching your blood pour down from your skull and onto the floor brings me more joy than you can possibly imagine. Do you regret wasting your freedom now? And you actually believed you had a chance of making a difference. What a joke you are. Tell me something," Merno says. "Where were you when they threw me out like garbage and had taken everything away from me?" That's right. You were in the process of being groomed as Universe 7's destroyer. What were those words you said under your breath when it happened? Better him than me, is that it? It is, isn't it? Beerus.
Damn, everybody said that shit, huh?
It took the aid of my brother Whis, along with the company of the mortals, to have you erase one of my clones from existence. It won't happen again. As it was only then where Champa went on to try
Champa,
to
help your brother,
from
man. That
behind
nigga
in his
disrespecting,
attempts
bro.
on attacking Merno, that's when Merno went on to continue. And you. You know, I'm honestly baffled by your actions, Champa. I remember when there was a time when you took your role as a god of destruction a little more seriously. And now look at you. You wouldn't be able to stop me even if you had the powers that I currently possess. You won't save him, Champa. As the god of destruction, Champa went on to try anyway in his attempts of striking Merno, but was only then met by a massive barrier. It was only then where Champa knew that he stood no chance as Merno went on to continue. I have yet to show you the horrors that lie beyond your wildest imagination. At least not yet, of course. Now get away from me and leave me to finish this animal once and for all, Merno says. As with one simple blowback, Champa's body was sent flying as Whis went on to save Champa by telling him, "Stay with me, Lord Champa." Whis, Champa says. Help me. And as Whis went on to catch Champa, he then went on to tell him, I'm here. Don't worry. Stay with us, Lord Champa. As long as we can keep his attention long enough for the Grand Priest to arrive, we must continue to fight. And as Champa is shown having to be
what the rest of the siblings at, bro? Come jump this nigga, bro. We needs to jump this nigga for real.
My body, Whis. He's too much. And Merno caught wind of this as he quickly went on to turn his head by responding, of course you would, Whis. As he was only then met by his brother having to dash directly at him, that's when Whis went on to respond to Merno by telling him, you will not continue to act on violence within this universe so as long as I am here to protect it. And as Whis then went on to make his move in his attempts of striking Merno, with Merno having to avoid and block off each and every single one of his strikes, Merno had seemed to remain calm the whole way through as he then went on to ask his brother, tell me something. Where was this passion when the Grand Priest was ordered to destroy me by that brat Zeno? Why wasn't this same burning desire seen when I needed you the most? As
bro, nigga, you was tweaking, bro. Relax.
I never stand to break the laws that were set to create equal balance within the multiverse. And as such, Whis says, I would never stand by your side knowing you were willing to sacrifice your own kind to get what you so desperately wanted. As Whis then instinctively acted by having to dodge Merno's punch and kicking his foot away from Beerus. Merno had seemed to be taken back by this as Whis went on to continue, and as long as there is life within this body, I will not allow you to destroy this god of destruction. Merno, you have caused irreversible damage.
Almighty push. Fall back, nigga. Hey, okay, Whis.
As it was only then where Whis went on to unleash an attack so powerful that it went on to blow Merno completely off of Beerus's planet. As from a first-person perspective, we get to even see how Merno was sent flying out into deep outer space, as Merno even then went on to chime in by commenting, well, would you look at that? The Celestial Shockwave attack. Impressive, Whis. I haven't seen you use such an attack for millions of years. Any other life form would have had their spirits separated from their body and their vessels shredded from the sheer force of such an attack. But I'm not like the others, and you know it, Whis. What a clever little distraction.
That nigga far, huh?
The angelic force of an angel is unmatched. However, it's my turn now. And as Whis is then shown having to assist Beerus in picking him back up,
Whis, put your hands up, bro.
Whis, I can't feel anything, Whis.
Shit.
I feel as though I'm dying, Whis. How is he this powerful?
This my nigga paralyzed, bro.
My vision is getting blurry, Whis. As Whis went on to respond, don't worry, my lord, I'm here. Stay with me. I will heal you up right away. We need you to hang on for just a little while longer until the Grand Priest and the Omni Kings make their move. I knocked Merno off this planet and deep into outer space, so this should give us a few minutes to spare. As Beerus went on to ask Whis, Where
a few seconds.
Champa? As Whis responds, he is here with us as well. I need you both to continue to fight. Our best chance lies with us working together to stop him, so as long as the two of you are alive, then there is hope for victory. None of us could have ever have known this day would come, but this is why we are who we are. I will continue to do everything in my ability to make sure the 7th remains, Lord Beerus. Just
W
please,
Whis, man.
stay
MVP.
with me and fight. We can't let him win, Whis, says Beerus, but it's clear that he won't be easy to destroy either. We can't do this by ourselves.
A simple heal,
So
bro.
tell
God
me,
damn, cure,
what's
nigga.
the plan here? As Whis
Crazy.
responds, the plan is to make sure that he does not leave this universe the same way he came in. But to do that would require everything and more to see this through. It's unclear to me as of now, but I do believe Merno is still getting adjusted to his body after all these generations of not using it. And as Whis then went on to heal Beerus by using his staff, Beerus then went on to put this into question by asking, so what you're saying is that he's only just getting started, is that it, Whis? With of course Whis also then shown having to
Crazy.
heal Champa, his response to Beerus
Crazy.
was, based on what I've seen, yes, but we have to make sure that he doesn't fully take control of the situation either. It is also still very possible for Merno to be hiding so much more power than what he's letting off as well, which is why we have to be extremely careful in this fight. But I do have a strategy that may work on him, so this is what we're going to do. As out of nowhere, Whis
This
was then
nigga
cut
got
off,
hit
as
with
Merno
a
went on to
fucking
open up a
dimensional
portal
punch,
and
bro.
punching Whis in the face by
Damn.
asking, a strategy, huh? Enlighten me then, Whis. What exactly do you plan on doing that you believe is going to work on me? And with Merno then
Damn.
having to step through one of his portals, as Whis' body went flying in the distance, Merno then continues, so he healed you. Of course he would. But you and I both know the outcome will still remain the same. Damn you, Beerus says. I wouldn't get too far ahead of myself if I were you, Angel. As Merno went on to ask, is that so? And why do you think that is? You seem sure of something, as out of nowhere, unbeknownst to Merno, a massive Hakai ball is shown having to head towards his direction, as Beerus was trying his best in keeping Merno's attention by telling him, oh, but I couldn't be more sure indeed. You made a grave mistake by coming into this universe because it's going to be the last place
He
you
stopped it
ever
with
be.
his hand.
But even without having to bat an eye,
He's
Merno
just-
already
and
knew
that-
what
then
was
didn't
coming,
even
as
look
Merno
at the
went on to
bitch.
stick his arm out and stopping the Hakai
I
by
already was gonna
asking,
work in the goddamn way.
according to whom? Did you really think I wouldn't notice? And Champa is shook as Champa went on to
Damn.
shout, but there's no way! He stopped my Hakai without even looking! Energy of destruction,
And he
Merno
sent it back.
utters. Here, take it back and be destroyed. And that's exactly what Merno does, because even without Merno having to take his eyes off Beerus, he then went on
Is
to
Champa
redirect
about to
Champa's
do?
Hakai right back at him, in which Champa had no other choice but to defend himself, as Champa went on to comment, ah, damn it all, I have no other choice. As over out in the distance behind
That's
Merno,
a
massive
hard-ass shot, though.
explosion
Look
is
at that
then
nigga,
seen,
bro.
As Merno went on to tell
Damn.
Beerus, you never stood a chance.
No,
None
that
of
ass,
you
though.
ever did. I am everything you've ever feared, the eater and destroyer of worlds and souls. You can try as much as you'd like. Failure will be the only outcome for you in this fight. And with Beerus shown shielding himself, he then went on to shout, Champa, no! Ah, this is crazy. You better still be alive. Champa, he has to be, as Merno continues.
Hey, real talk,
And
though.
now that he's out of the
If anyone dies first, it will be Champa. No cap.
picture, it's time to continue the bloodshed by ripping you apart piece by piece. As we only then make our way back inside the hyperbolic time chamber, we then observe how both Majin Buu and Frieza had now separated, and Frieza is pissed. As he
I
went
already
to
knew
tell
it.
Goku,
Nigga about to
"How
crash
dare
out, bro."
you- How dare you reduce me to this, you disgusting monkey? I swear, Goku, I swear I will pay you back dearly for this. I am never, ever going to merge with this creature again. You hear me?
Never say
it?
never.
Never. I'd rather die than give this creature my mind and my power. You guys did great out there, Goku says. We'll take a 2-minute break and get right back to it. Don't give up, Gohan. You did great.
Where
But
the
before
sensu
we take
beans
a
at?
break, there was something I wanted to show the androids. Do you mind if I could borrow you, Vegeta? As Vegeta went on to ask, borrow me for what, Kakarot?
For
What
you?
exactly are you going to try and show them that
you
requires
sure?
me to be involved? And with Goku then shown having to shift his focus to the androids, he then went on to comment, we are going to show them the fusion dance really quick. Now, in order for this to work, the two of you have to make sure that you are both equally synchronized or the fusion will fail. I have no doubt that if the two of you were to merge together, you'd create the ultimate fighter. Let's show them, Vegeta. It'll be quick. We don't have to literally fuse. As Vegeta went on to respond, you've lost your mind. You know that? You know I hate doing that stupid dance, Kakarot.
Yeah,
This
we
is
know,
going to be
bestie.
the last time. I swear it will. Now hurry up and let's do this. And as Vegeta and Goku then proceeded to show the androids the fusion dance, Goku went on to ask, so did you see that? That's all you need to do. And once it's done correctly, the two of you will combine bodies and create an entirely new fighter with incredible battle power. I would say in case things get really messy out there against that angel, you should get together and fuse. You won't be stuck forever, so at least you know there's a time limit before you separate, as Vegeta went on to utter under his breath, I hate doing this stupid pose. As all around,
yeah, well, nigga, I love it, nigga.
Finally been able to break inside the hyperbolic time chamber.
I get to see my other goat.
Dende in a state of
Gogeta.
panic went on to shout, hey, what are you all doing? How did you not hear us out there? As Goku responds, Dende, we were a little busy in here, so we couldn't hear you. What's up? Is everything alright? As Dende went on to shout, we don't have any time. It's Merno. He's here. He's entered our universe. And he's currently on Beerus's planet right now. We have to do something. Whis and Beerus are in trouble, and I don't think they have enough time. We have to act now, as only then the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Merno's multiversal invasion manga chapter special then comes to a close. Now, the entire situation now within Universe 7 seems to be getting more dire as—
Get this disrespectful ass shit, bro. Got his fucking foot on my nigga head. Look at his shoes too on top of that, bro. Man, Merno, yo, stop. How yo drip? Man, he lost me with the shoes. He lost me with the damn shoes, though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he had it. I thought he had that drip, but never mind. Never mind. Yellow ass shoes, man. Banana ass shoes, bro. Man, roast that nigga, bro. Roast that nigga on me. Let's get it.
As our story opens up with Dende having to finally make his way inside the hyperbolic time chamber,
Not enough time, bro.
Dende went on to inform everyone that Merno is now in fact in Universe 7, as Goku went on to ask, wait, he's here? He's actually inside of our universe? But I don't think we're ready just yet. I take it Lord Beerus and Whis have already taken action against him, am I right? Asks Vegeta, as Dende responds, they have. But I'm afraid that even they won't be able to hold Merno back any longer without some kind of help. I'm not sure what the true nature of an angel's power is like, but at least you guys could provide some kind of aid. At least long enough to help Lord Beerus and Whis until more help arrives. Are we going to see any action taken from the Grand Priest or the Omni Kings? Dende asks, as Goku went on to respond, I'm not sure. The Grand Priest is probably waiting for something. I'm sure he has a plan in mind, but now it all makes sense. Whis probably cut all communication with us while we were in here so that Merno wouldn't track us down and wipe us out by surprise. And if what the Grand Priest said is true, then we are only left with two options here, Vegeta, as Vegeta went on to respond, right. We either give our lives to destroy him, or we hold off long enough until the Grand Priest and the Omni Kings arrive. But even then, it's extremely risky, as even with the others such as Piccolo and Gohan having to step forward, that's when Piccolo went on to respond,
I don't see what they're going to do, fam.
Here. It wouldn't be our first rodeo anyway, so we might as well give it our all to take this angel down. But in our current condition, we wouldn't last a minute out there against him, as even
Boo can heal too, bro. Hold
on,
Boo got healing magic.
Banged up to put up much of a fight against this guy anyway without recovering. What if the Grand Priest doesn't even arrive? Android 18 asks. Don't those angels have laws to uphold before taking action? They do, says Dende. It's called the law of the angels, so whatever's happening with the Grand Priest is probably involving that. But we still can't wait on him either, so we have to try. I have a batch of sensu beans here that could help, but the problem is, once these run out, we'll be left with none. Well, I didn't expect for things to escalate this quickly, Goku says, but we need to stand united more so now than ever before.
Ate like a whole fucking like
our training will
bucket of holes before,
bro.
bro.
Can go against this guy.
Munching the hell out them bitches.
Win, or we won't, Goku says.
How did I know I have enough of sensu beans, man?
It won't be that easy, Goku says Dende. Before arriving in Universe 7, Merno had destroyed several universes with ease. He's not taking this lightly, Goku. We can't risk it. And with Dende shown having to walk on over and handing Goku a sensu bean, that's when Goku went on to ask, so this is the last one, huh? And without sensu beans to help us, we're all on our own out there. So if he's really that powerful, then how come he didn't destroy the 7th yet, Goku asks? It's likely because he wants revenge first, Kakarot says Vegeta, as he also went on to eat a sensu bean. He then continues, remember what his clone said. He probably wants to torture the 7th before blowing it all up. And with his original body fully restored, he's probably been waiting to use it on anyone he can for millions of years. So then our best shot is to keep him from destroying the entire universe until more help is on the way, Gohan says. But even then, we're running on borrowed time, as Frieza went on to ask Dende, you, Green Boy, are you sure you don't have any more of those magic magical
Watch who you
beams
talking
flying
to, nigga.
around. No, says Dende, what I'm handing out to you all is all that's left. After this, we're dry on beans for a while as Goku went on to comment, alright everyone, so how are we going to do this? Should we go and take the fight to him, or should we find an empty planet to have him come to us? Well, whatever plan you decide on, Mr. Popo says, you must make it quick.
Nah,
I don't
facts.
believe they have much time left on Beerus's planet either, as we only then venture back on over to Beerus's planet.
My nigga
in
Beerus fighting for his
witnessing
goddamn
Master
life,
introducing Beerus
literally,
having to
bro.
collide against Merno.
Man.
Beerus was not looking to hold anything back as he
my
proceeded
nigga
to punch
trying,
Merno,
though.
with Merno having to grab onto Beerus's fist by telling him, "Look at you, weak." As if using a power that originally belongs to an angel will save you. I mastered that power long before you became a destroyer, you rotten animal. I'm going to break you, Beerus. As Merno's hand is shown having to squeeze
At least
Beerus's
give my niggas
fist
his
ever so
props
tightly
with me,
within
you know what I'm
Merno's
saying?
palm, it was during this
Tapping
moment
into that
where
power,
Merno had gone on
damn.
to break Beerus's hand by telling him, "You
Ugly
will only
ass shoes.
wish to be dead than endure the punishment you have coming." And with Beerus screaming in absolute agony, Merno then went on to continue, "Killing you would be far too easy, and I might as well warm myself up before dealing with the leaders of these worlds. You are a stepping stone for me," Merno says.
Damn.
This is one nightmare that you will never wake up from. As Merno then went on to uppercut Beerus in the face,
Sure, you
it's
can-
fairly evident now more so than before that Merno was looking to torture his opponents
all
before
in
killing
his
them
jaw.
off.
Oh.
Beerus is shown having to hit the ground. All
God, he
hope seemed
landed.
to have been
Damn.
lost for our heroes, as Merno then went on to continue, "What will it take to draw the Omni Kings and the Grand Priest out of hiding? This is a perfect example of how much they care about you.
First
They
of
would
all,
rather
nigga,
you
out
die
of
than do
hiding.
something to save."
Nigga, you could have went and pull up on them, bruh. Instead of doing all these hippity hop hop between the universes, you could have went straight to them if you was that hard and pressed about the shit. You know what I mean?
And yet you all called me the madman, right, Whis? Because Merno had already expected that Whis was going to attack, in which he had done so because as he did, Merno went on to duck under as Whis went on to miss his kick by telling his brother, "You should focus more about what's happening here rather than what the Omni Kings and the Grand Minister are up to." As even with Merno having to throw an uppercut with Whis barely having to avoid it, that's when Merno went on to ask, "You do know that whatever they're planning against me will fail, right, Whis?"
Nigga,
"We
how?
will see about that," Whis says.
Nigga, how?
As Whis was not letting up because from
One nigga literally stronger than you. Another nigga, all that nigga gotta do is say squish, and you going back to the shadow realm, my nigga. Like, what you mean?
there, Whis went on to throw a kick indirectly having to connect to Merno's head, but even then it had no effect.
feel like we
as
got-
Merno went
I
on
feel like
to
we have-
ask,
we have
"What
another
happened
nigga
to
with a
you
pipe dream, man?"
angels? You were all so powerful during my time as the ruler of the 13th and right hand to the Grand Priest. You've all lost your place in this world. You've allowed your freedom to spoil you into forgetting your place. When I am done here, I will go on to spawn a new race of angels, one born through obedience and strength. You've let yourself go, little brother." As Merno was shown clinching onto Whis' leg, he then continues, "As more angels die, the Grand Priest will be forced to watch. I will make him come to me one way or another. And if he doesn't," as he then went on to slam Whis on the ground, he then continues, "then I will just have my way with the entire multiverse until I
He
find
aired
the
that
Omni
bitch out.
King's homeworld and destroy them myself. You will be
You don't know
long
where that
gone
shit at?
before you see the day
That's
where
surprising.
Father gets what is owed to him," Merno says, as he then went on to fire multiple key blasts at Whis. Whis had only
Ooh.
then gone on to act
W
quick enough in
dodge.
getting
Okay,
out of the
Whis.
way, in which as he did, he then went on to get behind Merno by telling him, "That's enough! Stop this now!" Impressive, Merno says, "but you're struggling, Whis. While I spent millions of years rebuilding, you stood exactly where I remembered you being." Which impressively enough, as Whis was shown having
Crazy.
to attack Merno from behind, with Merno not even batting an eye, in dodging everything that Whis was throwing at him, the power gap between these brothers was fairly evident, as Merno went on to tell him, "You won't be able to protect any of them, Whis. Are you starting to slowly see the truth? The more adjusted I get with this body, the worse this will become for you." As Whis went on to respond, "How could you stand there and act as though your punishment was uncalled for? We discovered pride in you, Merno, pride that morphed itself into a hunger for power and control. You were willing to murder trillions if given the chance. You've
Damn.
broken the code of the angels and the laws which you were supposed to uphold." But once again, Merno was not having it,
Ooh.
because Merno had then gone on to elbow
In the
Whis in the
sternum.
stomach by telling him, "Which is exactly why I will eliminate the hierarchy of creation and create a new system that fits the mold, you rat. While you were all jealous of my growth and potential, the Omni Kings and Grand Priest feared me. They feared what I'd become. They feared that there would come a day where they are no longer in control, which was why they threw me out, Merno says. And what did you do to protect me? What did you do to stand up for me, Whis? You stood there and watched in silence, and you did absolutely nothing to help me. Your silence was judgment. You didn't need to say a thing. Because I knew. As Merno then went on to throw a back hook elbow that connected on Whis' face, he then continues, but my judgment will not come through silence, but through pain and punishment. One by one, every single one of you will be judged. As Whis went on to hit the ground, Merno then continues, despite losing several universes along with several of his children, those cowards remain in hiding. Why? Because they are afraid, Merno says. You think I don't know? You think I don't remember, Whis? I will unleash a storm of destruction so vast that it will force those rodents out of hiding, and they will be forced to come right to me. As Whis was shown lying on the ground in overhearing what his brother had to say, it was during that moment where Whis went on to notice Beerus by commenting, Lord Beerus, please stay with me. This universe
oh my god.
I need you. We need you. Please, just hang on and continue to fight. Stand up. Stand up, Lord Beerus. As over to Whis' left, he then noticed how Champa was getting up as Whis comments and him. Lord Champa, we need to hold him at bay. Continue to fight, Champa. But Merno in fact had other plans. As he then went on to take flight by responding, I grow tired of these pathetic so-called destroyers standing in my path. You as well, Whis. And as Merno had gone on to stick his arm out, he then continues, try as you'd like, but this next attack will destroy the three of you without a trace. That I can promise. And with Merno creating a massive energy ball in the sky, he then went on to tell his brother, with the three of you out of my hair, I could have my way with the rest of these worms from the 7th before destroying this entire universe and making my way to the next. But despite having to be outmuscled by his older brother, Whis still went on to stand back up by responding, I will not back down, Merno. Man. I swore to protect this universe with my life, and that is exactly what I will do. I am far from finished, and you should already know that about me. I took an oath to see my duties out until this is finished, so I will not back down, nor will I allow myself to be destroyed by you. Merno, your fate has already been decided. You will not win, nor will any of this favor you once this is all over. Oh, please, and what are you going to do to stop me, Merno says? You angels are all alike, claiming that I will be destroyed. Your faith in the Grand Priest is disappointing. For as long as I stand to oppose you, he says, I cannot allow you to have your way with this universe. This blast of yours won't be enough to rid me of my duty, as Merno asks, is that so? Well, then I'll just add even more power onto it then. More power, he says. Surely you're bluffing. Then call my bluff, coward. As Merno had then gone on in launching his attack that went down at Whis, it was only then during that moment where out of nowhere Champa had gone on to get in between Whis and the massive blast heading right towards him, as Champa went on to push Whis by telling him, hey, Whis, get out of here now! As Champa had gone on to push Whis,
is he sacrificing himself?
Flying, as Champa went on to shout, the blast is about to land! Grab my brother and get as far away from here as you can! Lord Champa says, yes, of course, Whis utters, and with Champa then shown having to collapse down on the ground as the energy ball then made its way right down.
Who gonna die first? Champa. What I said?
In his final words, Champa went on to continue to shout at Whis by telling him, get off the planet now, Whis! If you find Vados, tell her what happened, and that is exactly what Whis had done, because as soon as Whis went on to grab onto Beerus in trying to make his escape, Whis then went on to comment, Lord Champa, thank you, I must hurry. Up now, Lord Beerus, we must go.
Bro, speaking of this shit, bro, y'all seen the Kid Buu shit in Sparking Zero, man? He charged his shit just like he did in the anime, bro. That shit was clean. Air that bitch out, man. I need that game, bro.
Feel a single bone in my body, Champas says, as he went on to look up and noticing how this blast is getting ever so
closer.
That
nigga said, y'all not going.
You better not tell anyone about this, Beerus. But even with Whis attempting to make his great escape, Merno out of nowhere ended up teleporting right in front of Whis by asking, and where do you think you're going? No, Whis says, but how? He's faster than the blast itself. He's blocking my path. As this was no doubt a life and death situation, as Merno went charging right towards Whis as Whis was making his way ever so towards Merno, Merno was looking to end it all as he then went on to shout, "This is where the both of you and your pathetic god of destruction die, Whis. I must hurry," Whis says. "This will use quite a bit of power from me, but I have no choice." "Here goes," Whis utters, as he then went on to quickly tap his staff on the ground, seconds before Merno could actually follow through in connecting his attack and finishing off Whis for good out of nowhere. Both Whis and Beerus had then vanished, with Merno having to go right through Whis' hologram by responding, "It went right through." Wait, of course. I taught him that technique, Merno says. The angelic vanishing jolt. As Merno could not believe it because he was looking to end Beerus, Champa, and Whis right then and there, but instead, the only other person left behind in giving their life up to save the others was in fact Champa, as tears were shown flowing down Champa's face right before the blast had landed on down. That's when Champa went on to comment, "Damn it, Beerus, you better not let me down. You insufferable little coward," Merno says. "Now I see what you did." As it was only then, right then and there, Beerus' planet along with the entirety of the solar system was then destroyed, in creating such a powerful and effective shockwave that even back on Earth, as Goku was shown speaking to everyone, Goku went on to comment, "We'll need to take this fight away from the Earth before he, hey, wait a second," Goku says. "Does anyone else feel that? Do you sense that too, Vegeta?" As Vegeta responds, "Yes, I can feel a tremendous amount of energy that just went off." Could it be? As seconds later, Whis went on to re-emerge and showing up on Kame's lookout, with Dende having to comment, "Hey, look, it's Whis. And over there," Goku says, "he's got Beerus too." As both Goku and Dende were then shown running towards Whis and Beerus, Goku then went on to shout, "Whoa, Whis, what the heck happened? What was that energy force just now? What happened to you guys out there?" "Goku, look," Dende says. "Beerus doesn't look too good. We have to act fast." "Just look at you guys," Goku says. "Lord Beerus, I've never seen him in such bad shape before. This is bad. Fighting for their life, man." Bad. As Whis went on to stand back up by responding, "Goku, listen to me. Universe 6's God of Destruction, Champa, is dead. He gave his life to see that we escaped. I will be fine, but I'm afraid we must act quickly. I used up a vast amount of power getting us here as quickly as I did. My brother arrived sooner than we expected." As Goku went on to ask, "Champa gave his life for you guys? So he's really gone? So, what do we do now? With how quickly Merno is acting, we may not have enough time to wait on the Grand Priest to take action." "He's strategically picking his spots, isn't he?" asks Vegeta. "How do we know he will come here next?" With Dende shown having to heal Beerus, that's when Whis responds, "There is no telling where he might go next, but he didn't forget about what happened with you before. We are now only down to two options left." As Whis is shown healing himself, he then continues, "We either do what we can to fight hard enough to destroy him once and for all and use everything we have, that's a pipe dream, if it destroys us, that's a pipe dream option, which is that we fight this out long enough to survive while the Grand Priest is given the order by the Omni Kings to fight. That's more realistic. Everything we have, that happens, says, and we are to all fight as one if we hope to stand a chance in this battle. Anything less than your all and you will be destroyed. While in battle against my brother, I felt a restriction from within, which means he is either holding back his real power or he has yet to fully access his body to its fullest potential after eons of remaining inactive. Listen to me, all of you. We are to do what the Grand Minister had said and see this battle through to the end. As just as we have laws that have been lifted by the Grand Priest, he too has a law that he must follow. And for this law to be lifted, the Omni Kings would need to grant him 100% usage of his full power, which has never before been seen by mortals or gods alike. We angels have never seen the Grand Priest's full power before, and there is a good reason as to why. Unless we are to destroy Merno altogether. That nigga built different, bro. That nigga built. At this nigga Merno want smoke. This nigga Merno want smoke. Like I said, I feel like we have a pipe dream long enough until he arrives. This is going to be the only chance we get, as only then the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Merno versus the Multiverse manga chapter special then comes to a close. Now, with Champa making the ultimate sacrifice in giving up his own life to reassure his brother's survival, there was no.
He knew what's up, bro. He knew it, bro. Like, he was the weakest link, bro. Nigga he didn't have Ultra Instinct, none of that shit, bro. He was a liability, bro. He knew what's up. The best chance we had was to get, you know, Whis and Beerus out of there type shit. Damn, bro. Damn. Pipe dream. I ain't gonna lie. Merno might have a pipe dream. To be honest, I ain't gonna hold you. You know, but it might not be a pipe dream if the Grand Prix does not get the go ahead from the two little midgets. It might not be a pipe dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Well, they say no. Damn, then GG. You feel me? Because I don't know how the hell these niggas about to beat this dude, bro. Even if he fucking restricted. You know what I'm saying? Then again, yeah, no, I lied. Since he restricted, bro, they gotta jump this nigga, bro. All the angels jump this nigga. All the god destructions jump this nigga. All the best mortals jump this man, bro. Like that, it got jump man. Call Jiren to hit the Saiyans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, bro. You know, like all Topo, like call all these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do some fusions. You know what I'm saying? Like jump this nigga. Like that's the problem, bro. They run the ones and shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, because the god destructions of the last two universes didn't really do shit. So it was angel versus angel, and it was one-sided. Yeah, but anyway, thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Road to 3K. So if you're not subscribe. Hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? Again, follow on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel. Click the description down below. He is coming straight over here. Either he's not, or he probably is gonna around Universe 7 just airing shit out. Just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? Blowing planets. Just cuz. But we'll see. Anyway, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.